Hey everybody, it's Luke here. Today we're going to be making a recipe called stuffed green peppers. What this is going to be, we're going to kind of make up a tomato-based mixture, stuff in a green pepper, pop it in the oven if you've never tried it. It's awesome. So, first things first, what we're going to do is we're going to take an onion and we're going to cut off just one slice. And this is just for flavor. If you like more onion, go ahead and add more onion. I've got non-stick spray in my skillet. I'm going to turn that up pretty high. And I also have my oven preheating up to 350. So with this onion, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to cut it up pretty small. Because I want this to cook fast. We don't want to spend a lot of time messing around here. Okay, so I cut up this onion. Get it nice and chopped up. Set that on the side. Next thing I'm going to do is I have a can of sliced mushrooms. Okay, so I'm going to open this can up and take out a couple of mushrooms. So let me just pick out a couple here. If you don't like mushrooms, don't put them in. But I like them. So we cut a couple mushrooms off, and we don't cut these as small. We'll just cut these off about in fourths. So I'll just go over it a couple times with my knife. We're only going to make one green pepper, so I'm not making a whole, enough for a whole family or anything. Okay, once I got my onion and my mushroom chopped up, just take it over to my pan and I slide it right on in. And that is going to start cooking. Another thing you can do is I kind of put a little bit of water in my pan and then cover it up. And what that'll do is that'll just make it steam up and it'll help those onions soften up real quick. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to take a bowl, and this is going to be the base of the mixture that we're going to stuff in our green pepper. What I have here is some. This is 93.7 ground chicken that I've already pre-cooked. You can use turkey. If you want to use hamburger, you can go ahead and use hamburger too. So I'm going to take about 1/3 cup of this chicken, put it in my bowl. Actually, I'm going to do a little bit more than 1/3 of a cup. Okay, set that aside. And all I did is I just dumped this right out of this. It came in like this little pre-packaged tube. I dumped it right out of the tube into the pan and just browned it up. Put a little salt and pepper on top of it. Next thing I have here is some brown rice that I've already cooked. And I actually didn't cook this. I found when I'm making this brown rice, if I cook it in the microwave or cook it on the stove, it always seems like it bubbles over on me. So I found that if you just put like half cup of rice and half cup of water in a bowl and let it sit for 40 minutes, it just soaks it right up. It's not sticky. It doesn't make a mess. So that's how I make that rice. Let me give these onions and mushrooms a quick toss around here. That's looking pretty good. You can also add some garlic in there if you want. Okay, so into the chicken I'm going to add about 1/3 of a cup of cooked rice, maybe a little more, we'll see. I kind of just eyeball it. Alright. And now what we're going to use is I have some pizza sauce left over. This is going to kind of be a pizza base tomato mixture. If you made the pizza recipe up on YouTube, you may have some pizza sauce left. Otherwise, you can use spaghetti sauce. It just needs to be kind of a red tomato sauce. So I'm going to dump in 1/3 cup of pizza sauce into my mixture. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do, I have some diced basil, garlic, and oregano diced tomatoes. These aren't necessary, but I find it adds a little more texture and makes the stuffed pepper that much better. So I'm going to open this up. If you're on a budget and just want to use leftovers, go ahead and use these leftovers. So I'm going to scoop in just, a couple good scoops. If we have some left over, I'll show you what to do with it. So that's just 3 scoops of tomatoes. The last thing I'm going to put in is I have a couple leftover turkey pepperonis, and since I'm using pizza sauce, I'm going to toss in a couple of these pepperonis. I'm going to cut them up. It's going to kind of be like a pizza-based themed stuffed green pepper. So I'm going to give these a couple of good chops. And I'm just going to put that in my mixture. Check out my onions. They look all nice and done. So my onions and mushrooms are going to go right in. Alright. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our green pepper. Wash it up quick. Okay, and what you want to do is you want to take your knife and you want to cut right around the center. Smaller knife works better, but we'll just use this one. Okay, and that should just pull out and you get all the seeds and everything with it. There's going to be a little bit of stuff left in there, so just take your fingers and kind of pinch it out. If you have a small knife, you can use that knife to get it out. Okay. Now that that's done, what we're going to do is we're going to take our spoon that we use in our tomatoes and we're just going to give our rice, chicken, and sauce mixture a good turn. This is our chicken, our pepperoni, our pizza sauce, our onions, and our mushrooms. It all turns into this nice mixture. If you want, you can sprinkle a little bit of the fat-free mozzarella in with the mixture. I choose to do so. So I'm just going to take a pinch of this mozzarella, sprinkle it in my mixture, give that another twirl here. Alright, that's looking good. So I'm going to take my green pepper and I'm just going to start spooning this mixture right into the pepper. Pack it down in there, get it around all the edges. Good and tight. The thing is you may have some stuff left over in your bowl, but you don't want to run out. Okay, so I'm going to pack this in there and it's going to come right up to the top of the green pepper. Oh yeah, that smells good. Okay, that's it. So now you have all your mixture just shoved in that green pepper. What you want to do is take a casserole dish. We're just going to set this green pepper straight up in the dish. One other little trick you can do is if you just add a small tablespoon of water or so to the bottom of the dish, what this will do is, so just dump it in the dish, not on top of the pepper. When this cooks, this will kind of help create a steam and it'll get all the flavors blended together and get that green pepper nice and soft and cooked. So put a cover on, pop it in the oven, 350. We're just going to do it for 30 minutes. And when the timer beeps, we'll take a break right now, I'll come back, show you the finished product, and let you know what's in it. Alright, the timer just beeped. The stuffed green peppers are done, so let's take them out of the oven, see what they look like, and then we'll talk about the nutrition information. So, oven mitts. Pop this out of the oven. First of all, let me get a little hot thing here. Oh yeah, that looks wonderful. Okay. Alright, so quick, let's take a look, and then we'll talk about the nutrition information. So here is our stuffed green pepper. You can see there's still a little bit of water left on the bottom, but the shell is nice and soft. You can even sprinkle a little cheese on top when you're done. So as far as the nutrition facts, this single pepper stuffed with the chicken, the rice, the tomatoes, onions, mushrooms, is going to have approximately, because I didn't in precise measurements, approximately 230 calories, 16 grams of protein, and 5 to 6 grams of fat, depending on how much cheese you put in and the way you cook and drain your chicken. So So there you have it, stuffed pizza infused stuffed green pepper. Enjoy.